Okay, now let's understand this schedule trigger flow with a simple example. So now my requirement is on the every day at 8 a.m. what the Salesforce need to do is it need to check all the opportunities where its stage name is proposal or price quote and its closing date is within 7 days. Then what this Salesforce need to do is it need to send an email automatically to the particular opportunity owner so that the opportunity owner can follow up the opportunity. So now this whole process should be done without any user action. It need to be done everything automatically. So for that we're gonna use flow. So to start a flow, where we're gonna go to the setup. In the setup, in the quick find box, search for the flows. Once you search for the flows, click on it. Now we're gonna create a new flow. So now we're gonna get options, right? So we're gonna go for schedule trigger flow. If you don't see the option here, then if you want to go to the schedule trigger flow, then we have some option called as categories here, right? So here we have 4 options, that is trigger automation, schedule automation, screen automation and auto launch automation, right? So in this you can find your required flow. So it's a schedule automation, right? If you go in this, here you can see it, click on it, then you'll redirect it to canvas, flow canvas. So now what we're gonna do is here we're gonna configure the schedule. Okay, let's set the schedule. First let's set the date and let's set some time. Let's set time something to, let's keep it as 2:15, and it need to check daily, not once. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna choose an object and criteria. So which object we are performing on? We are performing on the object opportunity. Now we're gonna set the conditions. So what was my condition? Stage and closing date, right? So stage should be equal to proposal and price quote, and another field was closing date, right? So the closing date should be like less than or equal to from today plus 7 days, right? So in that case we can't create it here. See, less than or equal to, we can't set we can't get the today plus 7, we can't get the formula here. We only get the triggering opportunity resources. So for that, to create this one also, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create an element that is get records. Okay, so let's name it something called as opportunity get records. Yes. So now what we're gonna choose our required object, and now here we're gonna set, again we'll set here stage should be equal to proposal, and then we're gonna add another condition, that is close date. Close date should be less than or equals to. Now here we're gonna add a resource, okay, that is formula type. So let's name it as date time. So the data type will be date, and let's give formula here. Today plus 7. So once we are done with this, click on done. Yes, now we have created this one. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna store how many records need to store. We're gonna store all the records. Okay, we're gonna store all the records, and how to store the records, automatically store all the fields. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is now we're gonna, so what this has been done, this ensures this flow only processes opportunities that near closing and in the correct stage. Okay, now we are done with this. Now we need to loop through the records. Okay, now we need to create a loop. So click on here, so create a loop. Create a loop here. So let's give a loop name as loop opportunities. Okay, yes. Now we're gonna get the collection. So we're gonna get the records whatever we have get. What if this it is corrected, if the records which are satisfying the conditions, so that for that records we're gonna do the loop. Okay, so then we have chosen this one. Now, so once we have chosen this, now what we need to do, what this loop will do, a loop here, this loop is needed because we want to perform an action, right, for each opportunity individually. Like now what I said, for each opportunity I want to send an email. In that case, what we need to do, we need to create an email action here. Okay, so before creating an email action, first we need to create an email alert, right? So let's create an email alert. For that, let's go back here. Let's go to, first let's create an email template. Let's create email template. Yeah, classic email template. Now we're gonna create a new one. So create new template. So it's a text, click on next. It's taking time. Yes, now first here we're gonna choose on which fields, on the opportunity fields, right? Search for the opportunity, and on which field, let's take something like close date, and now select it for available for use. Now name the template. Template will be something like opportunity. Reminder, email reminder will take something like that. Okay, now let's give subject and body for this.